Hello friends! In this really quick tutorial we are going to learn how to work with projectile special effects in our fighting game. Let me remind, the true fighting game engine is my project for Unreal Engine that allows you create your own AAA class fighting games. You can easily add attacks, combos and hit animations, import characters based on any skeletons, and create either single-player or multiplayer fighting games. You can check out my other tutorials in this playlist to learn how to do all of this. And with the true fighting game engine, you can create either Mortal Kombat style or Tekken style games depending on your needs. You can find the link to that project in the description below this video. And now let's start. Let's first open our TrueFG project. Let's test how the projectile works by default. Let's run the game. And with my JK on my keyboard, I can launch the projectile. And you see it consists of three parts. The projectile itself, it is a fireball. And when it hits the enemy, there is an explosion. And the third part, you see, there is a smoke around the left hand of my character. I can actually set any body part to launch a projectile, and the starting bone FX will be attached to that bone. So let's close the game and see how the projectile basically works. Let's open the content drawer, navigate to the all content through FG, blueprints, projectile. And we can change the main projectile particle system in the BP projectile base blueprint class. Let's open it. Here at the left, in the components tab, we see the components of our projectile. And to change the particle effects of the projectile itself, we should select the particle system. Yeah? And you see at the right, in the details, we see the details, and the template currently selected is the PQI fireball, and we can easily change it to anything, to any other effect that we have in our project. You can buy additional effects, or you can create them yourself, or you can download it somewhere for free. Let's for now change the main projectile effects from the fireball to this P fire, and we save and compile. And let's test it out. And you see it looks different. Instead of the fireball, we are throwing kind of a cloud of plasma, but we still see that explosion at the end. And let's change the type of this and heat effects as well. To do so, we go to our character, and for every character it can be set differently, but for now we will just set this for our base character, so it will affect all the child characters. And with the root component selected in the components tab, let's go to the right to the details tab And what we see here are the projectile settings. Starting bone fx is what happens when we throw the projectile, and the starting bone name is sent to hand L, because in our projectile animation we use our left hand to throw the projectile. Let's for now change the ending hit fx to something other. I don't know. Let's just, for example, let's change it to the P Sparks SFX. Not SFX, but to be more precise, it is a particle effect. Let's see what changed. Cool. Now instead of the explosion, we finally see some other heat effect. And you can actually use any effect you want. And let's also change our starting bone particle effect from the P explosion to I don't know, just a P smoke. Let's save and compile. And let's try it out. And we just see this smoke and smoke and smoke, and it never ends. I believe it is just because particle class is unlimited and how to say it right, is, let's try something other. We could actually set the termination for this loop, and to terminate it in a second or two, but we'll just need to add a couple of nodes to our blueprint. But for now, let's just another effect. Let's select this ambient dust as our starting bone FX. Let's see what is it. Nothing. Maybe something else. Maybe this lightning. Let's try this. It's better. Let's set the same lightning effect as the end. It's the heat projectile and in heat effects. Because I just like this effect and it should look fine. We save and compile. Looks great. So it is basically all that we were going to learn today. And next time, I believe we'll learn how to make taunt animations and victory animations for our characters. So stay tuned. And that's it for today. Have a nice day and see you next time.